So linebacking core. Let's do a little backstory. First round, first round. Washington's on the clock. They can get in, Jeremiah Owusu Koromoa, but they end up selecting Jamin Davis. And a good friend of the show, I've had him a handful of times in the on my channel. Marvin Pearson told me that look, Jamin Davis, he's a project, but I think that if he develops nicely, he can, be your future linebacker of the year. So, um, as a rookie, this year, when you see Micah Parsons, when you see Jeremiah Owusu Koromoa, other linebackers that I can't think of right now playing up to the level, and Jamin Davis not measuring up to the level, even though Micah Parsons is a different beast completely. He just was I wouldn't call him a big disappointment, but a disappointment. We were calling him to make the big plays. It took him a long time to get his first sack of the year. He missed tackles here and there. So the linebacking core, along with the defensive ends, yet again, were the weakness of this defense. So Jamin Davis, as a rookie first-round pick, was a disappointment. Now, John Bostic got hurt early in the year, so he didn't do much. John Bostic, Jordan Kunasek, okay, whatever. Khaleke Hudson, okay, he did okay here and there. Cole Holcomb, yet again, he was the monster, and I really think he was a 2019 draft pick from the previous regime. And he saves himself with big. He made big tackles. He made an intercept. Got interceptions, forced fumbles. So Cole Holcomb stepped up again this year as the linebacker leader here. I'm gonna talk about Landon Collins because even though he was a safety. He transitioned into a safety / linebacker hybrid, and when he transitioned from strong safety to that linebacker hybrid, he stepped up big time. Made an interception happen, forced fumbles, forced sacks in that Seahawks game. So I'm gonna grade him as a linebacker, and then I'm gonna grade him as a safety as well, part of the secondary, which. I'm gonna wrap up defensive talk with the cornerbacks and safeties in one fell swoop in the next segment. But really, Landon Collins as that hybrid, very potentially either upped his trade value. Now he got hurt yet again, got that foot injury that sidelined him for the rest of the season. But, maybe if Washington wants to free up cap space, because, if we get rid of him this upcoming season, he will free up cap space. Maybe we can trade him for maybe a 4th or a 3rd round pick, because if this was it last year, I don't think teams would offer even a 7th round pick for him. But I think he upped his trade value if Washington wants to get rid of him this upcoming year. So for me, him as a whole gets a C. Landon Collins. Linebackers as a whole gets a C. So there you go. Finally, for the to wrap up defense, cornerbacks and safeties, and I'll be explaining why, because I remember last year I divided them up. But I'll talk about why they get smushed in one full segment here next.